As I slowly and painfully study for the reg section of the CPA exam, inconsistently answering problem after problem regarding things as varied as Schedule 1 adjustments to AGI, dual basis rules for gift tax, amortization of startup costs, and so many other things that are hard to retain, I find I often get discouraged by my futile efforts, and I wonder, should I keep doing this? Or should I be doing something else? And it makes me realize how important the word should really is. It's similar to the word ought, and it is a verb that points out an obligation or a duty intended for us. Not just any random duty, but a correct duty, an ideal duty. Should also implies that we can freely choose to reject this duty, but it would be foolish and far from ideal to do so. Going further, the word should implies firmness and unshakability. If there is something a person should do, an ideal they should conform to, they should do it no matter what any person or group of people, past, present, or future, majority or not, tells them. Not only that, if a person's own opinion contradicts what they should do, that person is obligated to ignore even their own opinion on the matter. That's how firm the word should is. The universe itself makes a non-random ruling as to what people should do. Should is something that goes beyond humanity. In fact, another definition for the word should could be a verb signaling nature's intent. Most of us have logically concluded that a nature without intent really doesn't care what humanity does, but very few of us want to get rid of the word should. That word still carries a lot of weight. If you don't think so, try deeply arguing the importance of a certain way of living without using a word similar to should in response to anyone repeatedly probing your argument. When you remove the word should, the only thing you are left with is the word combination if, then, which has consequences that the other party may unexpectedly be willing to accept. And there is absolutely no way to show that a nihilist or an anarchist is inherently wrong. It's not like the presence of the word should cures all, and the absence of it is clearly inferior. After all, with the word should in existence, repeated questioning gets you to the circular reasoning that you should follow nature because it says you should. But without the word should in existence, you never arrive at an ultimate answer, and ultimately can't convince anyone that ethical meaning is not arbitrary. In addition to the eventual arrival at circular reasoning when the word should is present, there is also the difficulty of interpreting the actual intent of nature, which is no easy task. It may be downright impossible. But even so, the fact is the vast majority of us, with the exception of the strongest of nihilists, still believe that too much freely chosen deviation from a certain ideal is an unethical violation of the laws of nature itself. That's why we should refute things we see as false. That's why we should respect the law of reciprocity, even if we can, on the individual level, get away with ignoring it. That's why we should embrace our potential as a species, striving for good and shunning evil. That's why we should seek out new discoveries, avoid stagnation, and grow. Should is more than just a personal or collective preference, or the fear of certain undesirable consequences. It's a duty intentionally given to us by nature. So as long as some tiny part of us believes that nature itself has intentionally given us a duty of some sort, a requirement that we strive for the benefit of our collective species, some form of the word should will still exist in our language, and the concept of an intentional conscious God, while it may change, will never actually die. Never.